Hey guys, Replay here. I'm gonna do a series of Link overviews because I go really into detail when I talk about them. So I'm gonna divide it into movesets. Like there's gonna be a Link overview of his specials, which is this video, and a Link overview of his aerials and ground attacks and grabs and whatnot. Now, like I said, I go really into detail, so that's the only reason why this is divided like it is. I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys enjoy. The hero's bow, or arrow, is Link's fastest special move and projectile. It's good for just getting a ranged hitbox out really quickly, and can even be used to snuff out certain approaches when retreating by doing things such as a turnaround arrow, or a short hop turnaround arrow if it's an aerial approach. This can be used to buy precious frames to do things like throwing out a boomerang or pulling a bomb. It's just a great tool for resetting the neutral in general, or just for getting some free chip damage. Arrows can also be used to jab block. Moves like Nair and back air, even F tilt at certain percents, can leave the opponent at a perfect distance, hit him with an arrow lock, but of course it's only if they miss the tech. Now, Hero's Bow has no real true combos other than potentially shooting someone with an arrow after hitting them with a boomerang or a bomb, but you never actually do that because it's stupidly unoptimal and there's so many other better options you could do. However, Hero's Bow can get people off guard, and if fast enough you can do a poor man's frame trap by doing something like a B reverse arrow into a dash grab. It's not like an actual frame trap, but because people are human and people make errors, you could probably get some kind of conversion off that. Nothing actually true though. And as before, you can get jab blocks mentioned earlier, some common setups being like bear at low percents and nair at mid percents, things like that. Just keep an eye out for when they miss the tech, and if you can, go for the jab block. The Gale Boomerang is slower than the Hero's Bow, but much more useful. The Gale Boomerang is a long-lasting hitbox that can be angled to go one of three different directions, up, down, or forward. The different directions allowing for better stage control on platform stages, and the ability to snuff out arrow approaches with an upward angled boomerang much easier. When returning, the Gale Boomerang loses hitbox and instead becomes a windbox that can pull enemies closer. However, if they shield, this will not be the case, and they'll just stay where they are. When an opponent's being pulled forward, this can be either a good thing or a bad thing, all things considered. Bad thing is that they can attack you while being pulled in. And while Link most of the time will have the range to beat out most characters trying to attack, he doesn't have the frame to do it last seconds, because his fastest ground hitbox being jab at frame 7. Now, while having hitbox on return is much more preferred than a windbox, it doesn't mean that Gale Boomerang is completely useless when coming back. If thrown at the lip or ledge of a stage, the Gale Boomerang will bounce off and can actually activate the windbox that will carry recovering opponents away from the stage. This is known as a Gale Guard. While situational, it's still a use of the Boomerang that can abuse the windbox fairly well. Overall, the Boomerang is a stronger tool in the neutral than Hero's Bow. While it's slower to come out, you do have more control over the Boomerang, allowing for better use of stage control, and if it hits, it has actual follow-ups, unlike arrows. However, one of the main issues with Boomerang in the neutral is that it has very slow startup frames, coming out on frame 27 and having a first active frame of 47 seconds, meaning if the Boomerang misses, many characters can run up and punish you for those 47 vulnerable frames. That's why in matches such as the Sonic matchup, the chances are you're not going to be using the boomerang all that much, if even at all, just because Link can get severely punished for it. Now, there are a number of factors on if Gale Boomerang will combo into things or not. If it does connect, Gale Boomerang can combo into fair, nair, and up air. Now, some factors that will decide if it will combo or not is the opponent's DI, Link's momentum when throwing the boomerang, how far Link is from the opponent, and obvious things such as percentage. So, for example, if Link is retreating and throws a boomerang, because of his momentum, chances are he's not going to be able to combo off of it. But if he's doing an approaching boomerang, while unsafe, if it hits, he can get a big punish off of it. Now, another factor would be Link in his positioning on platforms. For example, if Link's on a platform when the opponent isn't and the boomerang connects, since Link's higher up in the stage, Combos that wouldn't work at later percents might work at those percents. Now this is also vice versa. If Link hits someone who's on a platform while he isn't, combos might not work as early as they usually do, because combos might stop working earlier because of them being higher up and Link having a 7 jump squat, not being able to get in the air in time. If the conditions are met and Link is moving towards the opponent after short hopping with a bomb in his hand, Link can actually combo a downward angled boomerang into a jumping bomb throw into an up B. Very situational. Chances are you're never gonna get this combo off, but it's just a fact. It's just an example of how factors matter a lot with Gale Boomerang combos. Now, even with all these factors in mind, Gale Boomerang is still a very good tool for comboing and can even lead into kill combos at certain percents by doing a boomerang into forward air. Overall, it's still a great tool, and you're gonna be using it a lot. Spin attack is Link's recovery move, and while it's very linear, if you combine it with the use of bombs, it can be a bit diverse in how it's used, giving Link a bit more of a free-flowing recovery. Now, it's also a very good offensive tool, being one of the stronger KO moves Link has. Now, for example, when Link is recovering with a bomb in hand, he can actually perform a B reverse up B off stage to catch anyone going after him for an edge guard. Being off stage with Link's up B and being off stage and having Link's up B having high knockback can lead to a very early kill for Link, and since the bomb explodes afterwards, it gives him his up B back, giving him the ability to recover. This gives Link, again, this is just one of the few ways Link can mix up his recovery using bombs. Now, Link can also just pull out a bomb and give an up B, and do an up B off stage as an edge guard. Just make sure you give the bomb a bit of time to explode off stage. Or Link can even do something as tricky as re-catching a bomb with an aerial, and this can be done after throwing the bomb towards the stage, having it bounce off the wall, and then doing an up B as an edge guard. This is better because it gives you 2 hitboxes and the ability to recover afterwards. This also is really good too because you could do things like bomb catch down air, so you have a chance to get a spike, but if it misses you could just up B them. Now, grounded spin attack has a higher base knockback, isn't a multi-hit, and is horribly unsafe. Link cannot true combo into a grounded up B, so he has to rely on a read in or a hit with it. A common setup is jab jab up B, since jab jab is a commonly used frame trap with Link, but if they do jump out of it, Link can suffer a large punish. It's especially bad if they shield the up B because the way that Link's grounded spin dash is programmed, which is very dumb. If the move hits a shield when active, the spin attack completely loses the hitbox, leaving Link incredibly vulnerable to counterattacks such as a charged smash attack or a slow combo starter. While this move is very unsafe, it still has amazing KO potential because of its large base knockback. Now, Link can combo a bomb or boomerang into spin attack at certain percents. He can do this and can get serious damage off of this, sometimes even leading into a kill. But on certain characters, on certain percents, Link can do down throw into an aerial spin attack and get some damage that way. While somewhat situational, still a good option to know about. Now, not many things combo to spin attack, but as mentioned earlier, jab jab spin attack is a very good frame trap to use at kill percents. It's especially good since it confirms off of Link's fastest move and can kill somewhat early because of the base knockback. And also, depending on stage positioning and factors like rage. Speaking of which, grounded spin attack stacks very well with rage. It can kill very early if you have high rage. Now, again, this is very punishable, and is something that should only be done at percents where if it misses, you will not get killed from a punish. Like, say you're at 10% and they're at 100, go for it. If you're both at 100, do not do it, because if it fucks up, you will die. Now, another less commonly known about frame trap is single hit back air into grounded spin attack. This one being less known is very, very good because many people will not know how to counteract it or won't even expect you going for it. They'll just think that you fucked up your back air. Now, jab jab is something that's pretty well known with Link. They might know about jab jab up B, but they will know about you're trying to do some kind of jab jab combo, especially considering it's one of his main damage tools. So if they adapt to your jab jabs, you'll never hit that up B because they'll know how to get out of it. Now, that's why, again, bear is important, because if you mix it up and use bear, it can also a situation where it catches them off guard and they don't expect an up B to come afterwards. Like I said, they just see it as you messed up a back air. So because of that, they might combo DI when they mean to death DI, killing them even sooner. Now, of course, this isn't a true combo as I mentioned, but it's definitely a great mix-up to use with Link, especially if they adapt to Jab Jab Up B. Bombs are Link's most useful projectile, beating out other projectiles due to the bombs itself having a hurt box, and it's also one of Link's best combo starters. Bombs can also give amazing stage control by Z-dropping bombs to use what's essentially C4. Especially on small stages like Battlefield or Dreamland, something as simple as dropping an active bomb on a platform can give Link a lot of control by making opponents scared to go on those platforms, limiting their options, making punishing them and winning the neutral a lot easier. Aside from being a great way to win neutral and a great tool for maintaining stage control, bombs have a lot of tech behind them. For example, Link can use bombs to dick it, which opens up a great movement option on top of all the other things Bomb can already do. He can also Z-drop a bomb at the very beginning or very end of his drop to soft drop the bomb, which is dropping the active bomb so that it won't explode on impact. This is how you set up these C4 traps, as I mentioned earlier. Link can also use this technique to set up for an aerial bomb catch, meaning after Link Z-drops the bomb, he picks it back up with an aerial, and then if he wants to, he can Z-drop the bomb again right before the aerial ends, and then re-catch it a second time with another aerial, essentially juggling the bomb while continuously throwing at hitboxes. This gives him a lot of control in the neutral, because he can throw at disjoints and then throw a projectile out immediately, allowing him just more range, more disjoints out, and a much easier way to win the neutral. It also set up for some really dumb combos like bear, and if it hits them, you can throw the bomb and convert into another aerial. Now, Link can also do things such as soft throwing bombs using a specific controller scheme by setting C-stick to tilts. If Link faces one way, then C-sticks in the other direction, he'll throw a bomb that won't explode on impact on the ground, allowing for more stage control at a range. Link can also throw a bomb towards the ledge of a stage, then run off and re-catch it with any aerial. This allows Link to go deep for edgeguard, since the bomb will help Link recover by giving him his up B back or simply knocking him back towards the stage. Now, I'll go more into detail about these bomb techniques in the future. I plan on making another video solely around bomb techniques because they are a huge part of Link's play. And they're just a really amazing tool that he has. And last off, bombs are also an essential part of his recovery. The general rule of thumb is if you're above the ledge and you're knocked off stage, you pull a bomb, you can almost always recover, considering it's a 4-second blow-up timer. It's 4 seconds and the bomb explodes. So it's just a general rule of thumb to remember. If you're above the ledge, then always try to pull a bomb. As I mentioned before, bombs are one of Link's strongest combo tools. They can lead into some kind of conversion at almost any percent and set up for kills from mid-high to high percents. However, after around 120-ish%, it becomes increasingly hard to convert off bombs, most of them involving reads of some kind. Bombs can combo into practically any move at low percents, one of the best options being a dig it forward bomb throw into an up smash, or a bomb into a double hit fair, since they get the most percentage out. At around mid-ish percents, ground attacks will stop comboing after a bomb, so at that point you want to use moves like fair, nair, sometimes even up air. And given the right stage positioning, you might even be able to get a bomb confirm into dare spike at mid-ish percents, allowing you for some really early kills, all things considering. However, this is situational, but it's just a great thing to remember if you're pressuring your opponent at the ledge. At around 80-ish percent, you can combo a forward dick it into a fair that has kill potential depending on stage positioning and opponent's DI. This works till higher percents. It's hard to get specific percents down for bomb conversions due to the number of factors that comes into playing with bomb combos, but a general rule of thumb, if it looks like it'll work, then it probably will. Now, the factors are the same factors the boomerang has, but a lot more sparingly due to bombs having much more hit stun and better conversions all around. Pretty much bombs are better boomerang to some extent.